Hey everyone, so right now loading up the Rhino on the back of the Becker. If you're new to the channel, this is our survey vehicle here we use for tile jobs, and hasn't been running too good, so in the middle of planting season we're gonna have somebody else work on this and just get it done. Thinking it needs a new top end, so we're gonna load this up, we're gonna drop this off to the repair shop, and then me and Tyler are gonna go to our bin site farm, which is about 30 miles away, and going to grab the 8130 and the corn planter. All the corn is in the ground. We're gonna start cleaning up the planter and clean it out and get that parked away for storage. Free up some space at the other barnyard, and Tyler's gonna bring home the Massey Ferguson and flail mower. We're gonna mow some of the roadsides here up at the home farm. Still have quite a bit of beans left to plant. I planted a couple days ago and got rained out once again. So we're probably held up for another 5 days. And yeah, it seems to be the way the spring is going. You work 1 or 2 days and then get rained out and then have to wait another week or so. So still have quite a bit of beans to plant yet, but we're gonna do some of these other projects while we wait for the ground to dry up. Another project we've been working on during the rain days is we're going to be painting our hopper bottom trailer. So we got that all apart. Gonna get ready to sandblast here. Lots of little stuff to do. Made it to the 8130. Gonna back this out, and I got about an hour and a half drive home. Then we can start cleaning this up. A lot of water standing around here. I don't get to drive this one too often, so it's always fun to sit in it and move it, even if it is just moving it farm to farm. Take the main highway today and stay off the back roads as much as possible because it's so muddy out. Even though we're gonna power wash and clean the tractor, and I'm not gonna try to add any more extra work than I have to. Plus this way I'll go a little bit quicker. Tyler started mowing already with the Massey Ferguson. And Dad's got the Sandblaster going now. Looks like he's working on a couple of the wheels that are going to get repainted on the top and bottom. Let's see if I can get this back in the shed here, and then we can clean out the 2 tanks that are holding corn in. And then it looks like he's even got a couple 100 gallons of fertilizer in the front tank there. Gonna get cleaned out. Once we get all that out, we gotta go through all the row units, make sure those are cleaned out, and we even take the plates out of them. Just put them in the shelf inside the heated shop over winter. And after that, we can start power washing it. Ended up cutting the day a little short yesterday, but it's the next day here. I got a box here. We're gonna pull this under the corn planter and see if we can get this first hopper unloaded. Should be enough space. I think this is how I did it before, so I can fit the box somewhat under here. I might have to get a piece of cardboard and get the back end of here. Then we get a shop vac out and vacuum out all the seed, that's whatever's left in the row units. Well, that side's done. Seems like there's even more on this side, but. I'm not sure if there's a better way of doing this or not, but just putting a box under the tank is simple enough. Then you got to vacuum out all the row units. Now that the seed's all cleaned out and once the fertilizer's all drained out, we can pull this out in the driveway, start power washing it. Don't think I'm gonna do that until maybe later today. Dad's about to fire up the Sandblaster again and start hitting the hopper bottom trailer. He got all the wheels done yesterday and those are taped up, ready to paint. And yeah, he's gonna start blasting the trailer. So I'm not gonna try to power wash next to him while he's doing that and the sand's just blowing at the tractor and everything. So once it is finished being washed and clean, we'll put it in this back corner here and we can park it until next spring. We did do a bit more no-tilling with this corn planter this year, probably more than ever actually. But we noticed that we want to replace the closing wheels. It's just not doing a good enough job doing no-till with these closing wheels. So we're gonna get those swapped out next winter or sometime. And yeah, just making plans for next year. And even the row cleaners, we're gonna probably swap those out. Those are getting pretty wore down. Another thing we noticed is that we got a seal that's gone bad in the air compressor here. You can see it's dripping oil all over everything. So got to make sure to put that on the checklist. Put it in the 8130 or whatever so we don't forget about it. Probably sometime next January we'll have this back in the shop. Maybe sooner if it keeps raining, who knows. We had trouble with one of the hopper doors on the bottom of the trailer there. That's kind of what started this whole project. I was hauling corn and had trouble with one of the doors, so got the two doors fixed up. Those are already repainted, and then yeah, now that kind of initiated the whole blasting and repaint process that you're seeing now. So too windy to paint today, but we'll get it cleaned up, and then maybe one calm evening we can start hitting it with some paint. It's not going to be perfect. It is outside, out in the elements. We don't have a paint booth and we don't paint in the buildings here, but it's just a grain trailer, so it doesn't need to be showroom perfect. While Dad's doing that, got a lot of seed boxes here. Tyler's gonna load some of these up and take them a couple miles down the road. Free up some real estate in the barn here. We're gonna start moving stuff back up north as plant season kind of winds down. So these are the outside wheels for the trailer. These are aluminum, not steel. So polishing these up right now. I'm working on this one, got that one left, and these two are done. Don't polish them that often, probably every couple years, so make it look pretty. And these are the inside ones. Just gotta tape them up and get them painted. So Dad sandblasted these yesterday. Got them all finished. These are ready to go back on once the jet's painted. First time sandblasting. We've sandblasted stuff before. Dad's done it a bunch of times. First time for me. A lot longer and time consuming than I thought it would be. But we got the back half almost done. Still need to do the front half, the landing gear yet. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll show what it looks like when it's all finished, when the paint project's done. And yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this one. This is gonna be probably a shorter video, but this is kind of what we've been doing, just finding little things here and there when we're rained out, can't finish planting, and it's even too wet to go back on the tile plow. We were doing a little bit of tiling the past couple days, and even that's held up because of all the rain. Got the corn planter cleaned out, ready to be washed. But yeah, like I said earlier, wasn't gonna pull it out while we got the blaster going, and it's right there and the sand's blowing the wrong way. So I believe Tyler finished all the mowing done up here, so the Ferguson can head back down pretty soon. I think that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.